Am I the a-hole for hanging up on my ex after she told me she cheated and got pregnant? Oh, gosh, okay. Hey guys, it's me Maya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be reading Am I the A-hole confessionals on Reddit. So I've seen this type of video before and I find them really interesting and fun to watch, so I decided to film one. And also, I love giving my opinion on stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And without further ado, let's jump straight into reading these confessionals. Okay, so this is the first confessional. Am I the a-hole for telling my fiance's daughter I'm not her mom after she called me a gold digger with a uterus? Oh, okay, the first one is starting off strong. Okay. Yeah, that's what she said. Buckle up. I, 32 female, have been with my fiance, 38 male, for almost 4 years. He has a daughter, 15 female, from his first marriage. Her mom is very much in the picture, but she's more of a wine and vibes parent than someone who actually parents. I've been the one handling school stuff, doctor's appointments, making actual meals instead of Postmates every night, helping her through panic attacks, you name it. Now, I never tried to replace her mom, but I've been a consistent, caring adult in her life. I even helped plan her last birthday party when her mom completely forgot the date. I've seriously bent over backwards for this kid. Fast forward to last weekend, we're at this fancy dinner with my fiance's family. First time his extended family has met me, so I'm trying to make a good impression. Midway through, his daughter turns to me, smiles sweet as pie, and goes, "So, how does it feel being a gold digger with a uterus?" "That's what mom says you are." That's wild. Whole table stops. Someone chokes on their wine. I just sat there stunned for a second and said, "Oh, honey, I'm not your mom. I just happen to be the woman keeping your life together while she's out getting her chakras aligned." Fiance was mortified. His daughter burst into tears and stormed out. He later said, "I stooped to her level and that I need to apologize because she's just a kid repeating what she hears." I told him I've spent years being disrespected and taking the high road. And maybe the real problem is that a 15-year-old is walking around thinking she can say things like that and not get clapped back at. Now his family is split. Some think I was too harsh, others say I just finally said what no one else would. So, am I the a-hole for finally telling this girl I'm not her mom when she decided to come for me in front of the whole dang family? First of all, I do not think you're the a-hole because the fiance said that she was just a kid repeating what she hears. Baby, she's not 3 years old. 3-year-olds repeat what they hear. She's 15 years old. She's old enough not to repeat what she hears. She's old enough to form her own opinion about something. So the fact that your fiance is saying that, oh, she's only a kid who's repeating what she hears, no. I did not do that when I was 15, okay? You said you were bending over backwards to help this kid. You basically treated her like that was your own kid. And here she go disrespecting you, talk about you're a gold digger with a uterus. That's crazy work. There's no way to defend this kid. I'm sorry, there's just no way to defend this kid. She should be grateful towards you for taking up the role that her mother wasn't able to take up. But no, she's disrespecting you instead. Deliberately. She can form her own opinion about something, okay? She's old enough to do that. She's not 3 years old. Fiance, she's not 3 years old. So no, you are not the a-hole, okay? All right, next one. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister she's not the main character at my wedding? No. So I, 28 female, am getting married in July to my fiance, and we've been planning this wedding for over a year. Everything's been going fine until my sister, 24 female, told me she wants to announce her pregnancy at the reception. Let me read it. My sister, 24 female, told me she wants to announce her pregnancy at the reception. I'm happy for her, genuinely. Her and her husband have been trying for a while, and I know it's a big deal for them, but when I told her I'd rather she not do that announcement during my wedding, she got super pissed, said I was being selfish, and that it's the perfect time since everyone will be there anyway. I told her this day isn't about her. She called me a drama queen and said I was gatekeeping the family or something. Now my mom's on her side, saying I should just let her do it, share the spotlight. For the record, my fiance and my maid of honor both agree it's not the time or the place for that kind of thing. But now my sister's threatening to just say it during her speech anyway. So yeah, am I the a-hole for wanting the wedding day to just be about me and my fiance for one day? Girl, that made me upset. Cause what do you mean? Like, okay, congratulations on your pregnancy and everything, but this is not the time or the place to be focused on your pregnancy. You could literally schedule your gender reveal party, your baby shower. Those could all be your days. But my wedding day is my day. Like, why are you trying to take away the spotlight, have all the attention on you? Like, that's really selfish. I don't like that. It's giving jealous. Not gonna lie. Because why are you trying to take away the spotlight on my wedding day? Baby. Your sister is jealous of you. Because who does that? I don't understand. My sister would never. So yeah, you are not the a-hole for wanting your day to be about you and your partner. Like, it's weird. It's giving jealousy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So yeah, no, you are not the a-hole. All right, next one. Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's mom's birthday dinner after she called me his temporary girlfriend? I, 27 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 30 male, for about a year and a half. Things have been going well. He's sweet, we talk about moving in together, and I've met his family a few times. His mom, however, has never liked me. I don't know why. I'm polite, successful, I bring gifts, I make an effort, but she treats me like I'm just some random he picked off the street. Last weekend, it was her birthday, and my boyfriend planned this big family dinner at a fancy restaurant. I offered to help pay, and he said it'd be nice if I covered half since we were splitting the bill between the kids, his siblings and us. Cool, no problem. Dinner's going well until his mom raises a toast and says, I'm just so happy to be surrounded by my family and some of the newer, hopefully temporary additions. Then she looked directly at me and smiles. The whole table laughed awkwardly. I looked at my boyfriend like, are you gonna say something? And he just gave me a please don't make a scene face. Oh, so I excused myself, went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I told the waiter, split my items to my own bill, please. I'm paying for myself and that's it. Paid my part, left. Later, my boyfriend texted saying I was disrespectful and made a scene over a joke. And now his mom thinks I'm dramatic and unstable. I told him the disrespect came from his mom, and if he's okay with her calling me temporary after a year and a half, maybe she's right. He hasn't responded since yesterday. Am I the a-hole? First of all, you are not the a-hole. I already knew when I read the title. You are not the a-hole. Hello? And the fact that your boyfriend didn't even stand up for you against his mom, oof. I fear mama's boys like that. That's what I fear. Boy moms like this are the ones that I'm convinced wants their son. It's so weird. I hate the dynamic. You said you've made an effort. You've never been disrespectful to her or anything. And she still doesn't like you for what? Calling him temporary? You want your son. She's one of those type of boy moms that want their son. And he's definitely that type of mama's boy. Because he didn't defend you. He said, oh, it was a joke. He called her disrespectful after not splitting the bill for his mom when his mom disrespected her. Like, what? You asked him if he was gonna say something and he was like, please don't make a scene. He gave you a face saying, please don't make a scene. You're joking? Break up with that man. That man is temporary. No, that's not your man, okay? Please do break up with him. He hasn't responded to you. I'm glad you clocked back at him saying maybe she's right with temporary, because she is. Break up with that man, because if he's not defending you against his mom, then there's a whole mom-son dynamic that you do not want to get in the middle of. He is a hardcore mama's boy, and she's a hardcore boy mom. You know what type of boy mom I'm talking about, and you know what type of mama's boy I'm talking about. It's the toxic one, it's the nasty one. So yeah, just get out of that situation, girl. You are not the a-hole, and you need to break up with that man. Block him, do whatever you gotta do, just get out. Okay, y'all, this is the next one. Am I the a-hole for hanging up on my ex after she told me she cheated and got pregnant? Gosh, okay. I, male 20, go to college out of state. My ex, 19, goes to a different school. Oh my. We'd been together since high school and decided to try long distance when I left. It wasn't perfect, but I thought we were still solid. We hadn't seen each other since the summer, but I still thought we were together. We didn't talk as much, but she never said anything was wrong. Last week, she called me and said she's pregnant. I asked if it was mine, and she said no. I already knew it wasn't because I haven't seen her in months. She said it happened during spring break and blames it on her hormones and being lonely. Then she said she still loves me and wants to talk things out. I told her I didn't want to talk, that we were done. Then hung up and blocked her. Now she's texting my friends, trying to get them to talk to me for her. I haven't responded. Am I the a-hole for not letting her explain more and just cutting her off? No! No. You are not the a-hole. Are you kidding me, bro? You're telling me you tried doing the long distance relationship. She talked about, oh yeah, my hormones, just made me cheat on you. My hormones just made me cheat on you and get pregnant. What? No, you are absolutely not the a-hole because she cheated on you and she's begging to come back. She probably got pregnant off of a one-night stand. That's why she's begging to come back to you, because you guys were obviously something solid and not a one-night stand that probably blocked her. Okay, she cheated on you, got pregnant. That's not your kid, so that's not your problem. I don't know why she's trying to blow up your friend's phone talking about, oh, please have him talk to me. No, you did what you did. You did what you did. Talk about you lonely. If you're lonely, text your man. If you're lonely, text your man, communicate with him. Try to find like some time to meet up with him. If you're lonely and you need to get busy that bad, like, come on now. You are not the a-hole at all. Like, that would get me upset. Kudos to you for blocking and getting her out of your life. This am I the a-hole was not even necessary, because you know you're not. All right, y'all, next one. Am I the a-hole for not defending my son when a random man beat up him and his friends? Oh, for not defending his son? Okay, let me read it. My 16-year-old son has always been a decent kid, honor roll student, volunteered at school events, close with his grandparents, and never gave us real trouble. My wife and I, and his grandparents, have definitely spoiled him over the years. But he was always respectful and kind until this school year. They said but. This year, everything changed. He fell in with a group of kids from the football and wrestling teams who have a reputation for being loud, disrespectful, and just generally bad news. Since then, his grades have dropped, his attitude has gone downhill, and he stopped spending time with his family. A few months ago, he and those same friends trashed a movie theater just for laughs. I grounded him hard. No phone, no games, no extracurriculars. I also told him he wasn't allowed to hang out with those boys anymore. I even spoke with a few of their parents and we all agreed to keep the boys apart. It was handled calmly with mutual understanding. Today took things to a whole new level. He had a doctor's appointment in the middle of the school day, so I let him stay home. Afterward, I dropped him off and went to work. At some point in the afternoon, he snuck out and met up with those same friends. They ended up loitering in front of a TJ Maxx, bothering customers going in and out. Oh gosh. An elderly employee, Miss Pearly, who's in her 70s and has worked there forever, came outside holding some hangers and politely asked the boys to leave if they weren't shopping. One of the kids, already filming, started mocking her on camera. My son joined in, booing and saying, relax, nobody's getting hurt, and you're ruining the fun. When she pulled out her walkie-talkie to call security, one of the boys slapped it from her hand. Then my son tried to yank the clothes from her grip. She didn't let go, and in the struggle, she lost her balance and fell backwards to the ground. They all laughed, one of them saying, "You faking now, huh? Trying to play victim?" A bystander came up and asked, "Did you just push that old lady?" The boys immediately denied it, claiming she was acting. Without another word, the man punched my son and two of his friends. The others ran off. The phone filming hit the ground, but you can still hear the fight sounds like the man landed a few more hits before backing off. My son called me and I rushed to the scene. The man was still there, calm, arms crossed. I asked if he'd hit my son and he said, "I sure as hell did." "Are you the father of the boy who thinks bullying an old woman is funny? What kind of man are you raising?" I was furious, but not at him. After speaking with witnesses and watching the video, I was disgusted by what I saw. And then the police arrived. Since I was the only parent who showed up, my son was arrested on the spot. The other boys were picked up from their homes later that day. They're currently in jail. When I got home, my wife lost it. She accused me of letting our son get beat and arrested like he was some criminal. Baby, he was. Baby, he was. Her sister called me a pathetic excuse for a father. And even my own mother told me I should have defended him no matter what. But after what I saw in that video, I couldn't bring myself to shield him from the consequences. He knew better. He's had warning after warning. It's like they care more about my son getting his karma for a bad thing he did rather than him taunting and bruising an elderly woman. I sat there with them yelling at me, but their voices felt like static. It was like I wasn't even in the room anymore, just stuck in my own head, trying to make sense of everything. I got up without saying a word and walked out the back door, locked myself in the shed and just sat there. I needed a moment alone to breathe, to process, and try to register what the hell just happened and what it all means. Because right now, I don't know how to feel as a father. A big part of me feels like I failed, not just in the my kid messed up way, but in a deep gut level way that makes me question whether I completely lost my son. Like, there's no coming back from this. Am I the a-hole Reddit for not defending him, for being a bad father? I just don't know where I went wrong as a man and a father. Honestly, your family and your wife saying that you failed as a father and a man and everything, nah. They failed as role models though. There's already been an incident before where they was doing some things that they were not supposed to do and they had like consequences for it. They were banned from seeing each other, but they did it anyways. He's 16 years old, so you know he has a mind of his own. He knows what he's doing. He knows right from wrong. Apparently this is his era of lashing out and being a criminal, because that's exactly what he is. They were bullying this old woman and making jokes and doing all of that, and boom, they got karma. Karma hit them in the face so hard they fell to the ground. They got their karma, because what are you doing this for? What are you getting out of this? Y'all laughing and giggling and doing all that stuff, but I don't see anything that's funny. You were bullying an old woman who you pushed down to the ground. Baby, that's assault. You're facing charges. Juvie is in your future, and your family is also not helping you. Your father is the only logical one in this situation right now, because the other people in this family is spoiling him so hard that he is going to continue to go down this route that he's going. And all I see is jail time in his future. So I don't completely fault you for that, for not doing anything to the grown man. I don't completely fault you for that. I think you're the only one who really has the best interest for your son in this situation. You're actively giving your son this type of, "Oh, it's okay, you did nothing wrong, oh, you learned your lesson" type of treatment. Yeah, he's gonna do it again and again and again and again and again. You're gonna keep on wondering why. Oh, why did he do this? Why did he do that? Because of you. Because you keep on spoiling him. What do you think he's gonna do? Spoiled kids be lashing out because they know they won't have any consequences. They know that their parents not gonna do nothing about it. But boom, the police did something about it this time, and that grown man did. And he had got his karma. So, I mean, I hope a lesson was learned, but time will tell. So, no, I do not think you're the a-hole entirely. I don't know. I don't think you're the a-hole. All right, y'all, next one. Am I the a-hole for almost blowing up at my ex-boyfriend? I, 21 female, only dated this boy for 2 days. He's 24. And when we got together, it was 2 days after I got out of a relationship. Oh, girl. And I broke up with him a day later because the day we kissed, I knew he was like a brother to me. And I keep telling him that I only see him as a brother, nothing more, and he still keeps wanting to skinship and stuff, but I don't want it because I told him a bunch of times that I only see him as a brother, nothing more. And apparently he's been lying to my other friends about how I've been dropping hints that I want to be engaged and stuff, which is not true. And I asked my one friend, M, who I'm really close with, if we could go to the bathroom to talk, and told her how it's stressing me out, and last night was the final night and I almost blew up at him and yelled at him, but I just remained calm and ended up crying because of it. And when I came back to the room, he wanted a hug. I gave him one, but my other friends saw how uncomfortable I was, and my friend Kay, keeping her name private, asked me if I wanted to talk about it. And I said yes. And I told her everything and stuff, and she told me to sit with her and her boyfriend and their friends. So, am I the a-hole? You are not the a-hole. Honestly, you should have blowed up at him. You should have blowed up at him. I would even consider him an ex-boyfriend because you're telling me the relationship only lasted 2 days. You freshly got out of one relationship and then you went with him. He was a rebound. He was not no boyfriend. He was a rebound that lasted 2 days. He wants you so bad and you keep on telling him no. And he's that's harassment at that point. You keep on telling this man that you don't want to be with him and he's like, whoa, that's too bad. What do you mean that's too bad? It's just a no. Honestly, you should have blew up at him. And please cut him off or something. He does not need to be a friend because he doesn't want to be your friend. He wants to be more than a friend, and you obviously don't want that. So cut him off. The only way to hash out this situation is to cut him off completely. Okay, no friend, no boyfriend, no nothing. He wants more to the relationship and he's obviously never gonna get that. So you really can't be friends with him at that point. He's not taking no for an answer, and that's a big red flag. You gotta go. You gotta go. He wanted a hug. He didn't want a friendly hug. He wanted a hug. And the fact that you gave him one, you need to stop entertaining this man. You need to cut off this man completely. He does not want to be your friend, and you don't need to be his friend either because y'all obviously want two different things from the relationship. It's just not gonna work out. Please cut him off. He's giving you this uncomfortable feeling for nothing. You could just cut this man off and never talk to him again so you can feel at peace at least, man. I really wish you would have blowed up on him because he needed to get blowed up on. And also the fact that he's telling your friends that he wants to get engaged with you. This boy is crazy. He's literally telling your friends that you want to get engaged to him and making up stuff like this. That's such an uncomfortable situation to be in. You need to cut this boy off. There is no other way to handle this situation. Alright y'all, so we have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn that notification bell, and make sure to comment down below any future video ideas you would like to see from me. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye y'all!